Hi everyone, and welcome to New Human, New Earth, the space where I host new visionaries, new creators, new leaders, humans who are consciously collaborating to build a new Earth. These are the people who are changing the way we think, are changing the way we live, and are changing the way we love. And today I want to talk to them, and I want to talk to the new humans that are not still operating in the system. I want to talk about why content creation might actually be your path, even if you are resisting it. Because I resisted it too. I grew up in the countryside. We didn't have television. And actually, I'm incredibly grateful for that. It allowed me really to develop a strong imagination. I was always playing with toys. I was always inventing stories. I was creating my entire worlds in my mind. I wasn't overstimulated by technology. I was stimulated by creativity. So in the field I grew up in, technology and social media were considered bad, were considered something superficial, something distracting, not something meaningful. And I got my first phone, I think at 15, and it was really basic. I only started using an iPhone, like the same tool that now I use to create content when I was 24. So for me, stepping into content creation at 28 felt strange, felt contradictory how I was raised. But something happened. And what I realized is this: technology is not the enemy. Unconscious use it. So if you are someone who feels called to shift reality, to change your life through social media, the question, the system to create this new paradigm, the content creation for you is not superficial. It is infrastructure. It is grid work. It is frequency work. It is art. It's crazy, right? Like, we are the first generation that can literally transmit consciousness through a device. You can encode intention into words, into videos, into sound, into visuals. You can reprogram limiting belief at scale. You can normalize divine timing. You can speak about trusting the universe. You can embody the divine feminine online without losing your depth. The new earth is not only built offline, it is built through networks. And if you feel resistance, I completely know, maybe it's not because it's wrong, maybe it's because this is powerful. And in this episode, I want to share why content creation is not about performance. It's about alignment, not about algorithm, but it's about energy, not about validation, but about service, and how you can approach it as something sacred instead of something draining. Because when you stop seeing it as a social media and you start seeing it as a conscious broadcasting, everything changes. So if you are listening to this podcast, I'm pretty sure you are in that phase of your life where you know who you are. You know your value. You know your assignment. You know you have a voice, and you feel that voice asking to be expressed, right? You know how powerful you are. You know how vibrant you are, how full of vision, how much impact you could create if you allow yourself to truly communicate what you think and what you believe. That was my experience too. I grew up in Italy. I'm still in Italy right now. And yes, it's a beautiful country. Like, people love Italy. They love our food, our warmth, our playfulness, like our hospitality. But when it comes to personal growth and spiritual expansion, like, we are the worst. We grow up like heavily influenced by Catholic Church. and I'm not speaking against faith. I believe deeply in God, but the way faith has been culturally transmitted here often comes with guilt, with shame, with distorted sense of humility. Humility that tells you that you have to lower your head, you have to shrink, you have not to take too much space, to not be ambitious, to not be too visible. And that's not what I believe God is. That's not what I believe the universe is, right? I don't believe we were created to hide. I believe we were created to express. And that's why content creation becomes so powerful for me. Entering the online world opened portals I didn't even know existed. Through content creation, I connected with new thinkers, new visionaries, new leaders, new entrepreneurs, all around the world. Many of them will be guests here on New Human New Earth. I'm so excited, and that contact changed everything. I realized I wasn't crazy. I wasn't alone. The gift I felt inside of me wasn't just mine. It was part of a collective awakening. There are people out there shaking consciousness. There are people out there rewriting paradigm, building new systems, creating new ways of living, new ways of loving, and I felt called to join them. Content creation didn't just bring me work opportunities, it brought me spiritual expansion. It gave me proof that another reality exists. It showed me that you can be devotional and you can be ambitious, you can be spiritual and visible, you can be grounded and global. It allowed me to expand beyond my limitations, the limitation of my environments, without rejecting where I come from. And that is it's powerful. At a certain point, instead of judging content creation the way I had been conditioned to, right? I started asking a different question. What if content creation is actually the way God wants me to express my inner truth? What if this is the tool? What if this is the instrument the universe is placing in my hands so I can express a bigger power, a bigger movement, a bigger joy, a bigger awakening? Because that's what it felt like. Content creation stopped being social media. It became devotion. It became alignment. It became a tool the universe was asking me to use. And yes, it's scary. Even this recording this episode, talking about content creation while doing content creation, it's scary. It's scary to step outside. It's scary to speak. It's scary to be seen. It's scary to stand in contact with who I really am. But that's the work. That's the work life is asking us to do here on earth. To be in contact with who we are, with the truth we carry, with the frequency that vibrates in every single cell of our body. And yes, we always compare. We compare numbers, we compare aesthetics, we compare confidence levels, we compare fluency, we compare followers, like she's better, she's more beautiful, she's more natural, she's already doing it but here's the truth, nobody can replace you. If God had wanted only one model of human being, he would have copied and pasted the same person over and over again. If he thought that one specific type was the perfect design, he would have created millions of identical versions. But he didn't. He created that person and he created you, because both are perfect expression of something different, and your difference is not a mistake. It's the assignment. That's why you have to let this sparkle move through you, not because you need validation, not because you need numbers, followers, but because something inside of you is asking to be expressed. And when you suppress it, you shrink. When you express it, you expand. And expansion is divine. Yeah. And this is what I really want to tell you. At the beginning, it was easy. Like, I started posting on TikTok, and actually it was crazy. I reached 1K followers in almost 1 week. I felt like a confirmation, like, oh my God, this is it. But then it became stressful. I was posting all the time, like filming constantly, writing constantly, checking views, like refreshing analytics, replying to comments, thinking about the next ideas before finishing the current one. And it slowly turned into burnout. And honestly, I am so grateful for that phase, because it taught me what content creation is not. There are people out there who want you to believe that content creation means being constantly synchronized with your phone, constantly producing, constantly online, constantly pushing energy outward. But that's not art. And if we are going to approach content creation as art, as devotion, then we have to respect what art actually requires. So art requires frequency, art requires alignment, art requires care, art requires space. So yes, you can take your phone and feel when inspiration is, and something that's beautiful and it's real and it's powerful. But doing it 1K times a day, for some people it works. For others, it leads straight to burnout. Because we are human beings. We are not coffee machine. You cannot insert a capsule, like press a button and expect endless output. We need cycles. We need integration. We need silence. So my recommendation for you is this, and for myself too, like, before asking how do I grow on social media, ask what kind of creator do I want to be. Content creation is vast. You can focus on Instagram, you can focus on TikTok, you can focus on YouTube, on Spotify, on all of them. Some people like say just pick one, and sometimes that's wise, but sometimes your authentic expression doesn't fit into just one format, right? So instead of blindly following strategy, tune into energy. Choose your platform based on resonance. Choose based on what space requires from you and whether that requirements feel aligned. For example, TikTok and Instagram, they have completely different vibes. TikTok is faster, it's like rapid consumption, it doesn't require deep engagement, like people really scroll quickly, they absorb quickly, they move on quickly. And Instagram is more community based. It invites relationship, it invites conversation, ongoing connection. Neither is better, but they demand different versions of you. So if you just want to transmit information and let it fly into the field, maybe one platform is better. If you want dialogue and community building, maybe another one feels more aligned. But the point is, what works on one platform won't automatically work on another. And what works for someone else might not work for your nervous system. So experiment, just discern, feel. This is like, it's not about coping trends. It's about choosing it's about choosing ecosystem that match your frequency. Because when your energy matches the container, creation becomes sustainable. And sustainability, yes, is sacred. So this is my encouragement to all of you who feel the call to start posting. Please do. Like, social media is not just noise. Social media is people, is connection, is human beings meeting other human beings across the planet. And it's new humans in a new world sharing new creations, transmitting ideas, transmitting frequencies, transmitting visions, so they can reach someone somewhere who need exactly that transmission. And that's what this space can be. It can be a place to spread consciousness, a new way of living, a new way of perceiving reality, a new way of transforming Earth from the inside out. And yes, I know like what you are thinking, like what I'm going to post, like what is my truth, what do I even have to say? And the paradox is you already have the answer. But you have to find it, because your soul already knows. Your soul chose to be here, right? Like your soul chose this timeline. Your soul chose this body, this story, this environment. And your souls didn't come here to hide. It came here to express, to evolve, to shine, to build a reality that reflects its truth. The content you are searching for, it's your story. Your story is your authenticity. Your story is the container that holds your truth. And when you share it, it resonates with someone else's story. And that resonance creates everything you think you are looking for. Expression, community, impact, even sales. Because at the deepest level, what we are all searching for is alignment. Your soul is not asking you to create content for vanity. It's asking you to create content because it's the pathway toward the golden reality it wants to build around you. The golden light, the expanded life, the new earth. So if you feel the call, don't overthink it. Just start. Your voice, it's not random. Your story, it's not accidental. And your expression is not optional. It's part of the assignment. So welcome to New Human, New Earth. I'm Alessandra, and I really hope to develop a deeper connection with you.